Hello there and welcome to the Star Wars Showcase YouTube channel. Today we're taking on a non-Star Wars project and making our very own Call of Duty Juggernaut action figure. Let's get to it. Now before we talk some of the details, let's take a look at the finished product, as the Juggernaut that I've put together here comes decked out with a minigun as well as a backpack accessory and features sort of kind of a worn desert sort of look to him, which is vaguely the memory I have of Call of Duty Juggernauts from the Call of Duty that I played in high school. Now, you may have recognized it already, but the figure that I painted up or used as my base template is a G.I. Joe classified tripwire, which is an exclusive figure available through Hasbro Pulse. Now you can see Tripwire comes decked out with all kinds of accessories here, as he actually has two different helmets and two different chest getups that he can wear for more of a bomb disposal or just a general heavy sort of look. And for the bomb disposal gear, I think it's channeling a lot of this kind of Hurt Locker sort of appearance, but when you actually get it on the figure, I was a little disappointed because it looks like it's almost unpainted 3D accessories, where it's just that plain gray, there isn't any color or weathering to it. And so when I saw this initial promotional image, I thought to myself, hey, this might be something good that with a little bit of alternate paint on it might look like either an IED disposal unit or a Call of Duty Juggernaut. So if you are interested in doing something similar, I've got a couple of recommendations. As you'll notice, I've taken what is essentially all of those gray armor pieces and given them this redone kind of desert tan / yellow sort of appearance. And in order to do that, I took those gray pieces outside and first put down a layer of spray primer on them. I just use a Krylon matte sealant for this, and the purpose of that is so that when we put on our two thin layers of that desert yellow tan, the paint isn't going to get goopy, it's not going to run over that plastic, and instead our thin layers will build up on each other and give a very even look to the paint job. From there, I added a little bit of black paint on some of these additional details here and gave everything a nice wash in a Reichland Flesh shade, which is a wash coat that's meant to give kind of a dirty or weathered or worn look to our armor. Now, I think the piece that brings everything together is of course going to be our minigun, which I got from our friends over at Gridiron Studios. Their minigun kit actually comes in 3 pieces here. As you'll see, the ammo belt here is made of a flexible piece of plastic that has a piece that goes up into the backpack accessory and then also clips on the other side to the minigun itself. And so the backpack and the minigun are made of a harder, more durable plastic, while the ammo belt is made of a more flexible one. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm a big Gridiron Studios fan. They do a lot of really great work with 3D modeling in order to create accessories like this, and I love having one big kind of defining accessory that goes with each figure, as I think that really sets them apart. In terms of some additional weathering, I gave all of the minigun pieces a nice dry brush with a little bit of gunmetal, just to give a little bit of that worn finish. And then on some of the green parts of the tripwire figure that you see poking out, I also gave things just a little bit of that desert tan dry brush, just to give that worn look as well. Once you have all your paints in place, it's very important, especially for a project like this that's bulky and has all of these joints that are going to be moving and interacting, to ensure that we have a varnish on our project to seal in the paint. And I pulled up the helmet for an example here, as I used 2 different kinds of varnish for this. The first was a gloss varnish that I used on the visor. That's why you see that little bit of that reflection on there. And then I used a matte varnish for both the rest of the helmet as well as the rest of the project. And the purpose of that varnish is to seal in all of our hard work so that as we handle the figure, as we're touching the paint, we're ensuring that things aren't going to chip or scratch off there. And having a little bit of variety between our matte and our gloss varnishes can really help some of those details stick out, like different lenses or visors. So this was a fun little project, probably took me about 4 or 5 different hours, and one of the nice things, again, is that if you are looking to make a project like this of your own, we've had so many different, Juggernaut designs over the years that as long as you're incorporating a lot of different weapons and heavy armor, you're probably going to find something that you like. So let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on this project, if you have any recommendations for either other base figures or accessories that you would include with a Juggernaut project of your own. And also let me know if you have any suggestions for like additional armor or pouches. I think this project might benefit from something around like the belly area. If there was some more ammo or something there, that might just bring things together a little bit more. So let me know if you have any suggestions down in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate your support. If you were a fan of this, please make sure to check out some of the other content on our channel, as we have many other videos for making action figures of your own.